Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a first down throw, Fields. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Henry Ruggs.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Give him 32 on the play.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st. A handoff to Barkley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Look at this, a tight end carry. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Seven, our score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Henry Ruggs
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Play action. It's Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive,
as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Running left, it's Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are backed up as far as they can be. They're going to start this drive at their own 1.
And it's on this very site in the old Metrodome. Obviously, this is a new stadium. But remember, Tony Dorsett broke off a 99-yard touchdown run on a Monday night game against the Vikings, one that we'll remember for the ages.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Off play action, Fields. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Henry Ruggs.
89 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Fields on 1st down. Completes this out left to Ruggs.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He's to the 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 23-yard run. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 12-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Ooh, with a juke. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st. Now Wilson. Throw complete there. Rodgers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.